Hello everybody, it is Harry Potter Day here at Melissa's, Manny's, and More because as August is nearing the end, we are getting geared up for Harry Potter time because you know what? They go back to school on Labor Day. So here we go. We're going to do our first manicure for Harry Potter. So excited. So it's not your traditional one. I mean, it is, but it isn't, right? So some things I've not done before. So I've got my little diagram kind of sketched out over here. This is different than I've done. A few of the things I've done before, but some not. So what did I say? Okay, I've used this set before because come on, it's got an owl on it. It's retired now. Wish they would bring it back. Every time I see a set, I grab it. But they're not around very much anymore. So I use them only during Harry Potter season. And there's like just one strip that has the owl on it, and the rest of them are either solid gold or they have the dream catcher. And I'm like, couldn't you given us one more? Just one more that has an owl? Come on, guys. I mean, just one more. So I am going to use the pinky for on my pinky finger. So I'm going to use the gold here. And we've got some water slides and stuff, but I am going to go ahead and put the strips on first. So I have what I think looks just like a Whomping Willow. If y'all are Potter nerds, you're going to know what that is. If you don't, hang with me because it's still going to be a cute little Manny after it's over. You're going to still think it's cute. I hope anyway. If not, we'll still have a good time just hanging out and chatting. So this is just more so just a Harry Manny. Just, was watching one of the scenes because I'm gonna do my thumb and the dragon, and I was like, what did he? I knew it was a horntail. I was trying to get the most accurate color I could find, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it in gold because it was kind of a dull, I don't know, kind of a sandy color. And I was like, oh, it's not sparkly, but you know what? I've already got this gold out, so I'm just gonna do it in that color. So I'm gonna do that. But it has an overlay. They're retiring it, of course, but we have an overlay that makes a mermaid. But if you turn the scales in a different direction, you can make a dragon. And so for however long we've had that, I've been making dragons for Harry Potter season. And I did one, let's see, I don't know if it's last year or year before, did one with Bloody Gorgeous, which is a red to black ombre, and ooh, it was so pretty, but it didn't represent the actual dragon that Harry did. You know what, I'm just gonna do one hand because it's gonna be a whole lot faster. So let me just do one hand, and then that way, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me just do that. I'm just gonna do my right hand, and that way I'll do the other one, and then it won't take, get off of me. It won't take near as long. Let's just do that. Then I'll do the other one. That way the video won't be so long, and you all won't have to sit and watch me. I'll do the other one off camera. Here we go. Most all of mine, I always do everything on camera, but this one is has a little bit more to it, and I don't want, my videos have been running long and I want to try to get them shorter, so I'll just do one whole hand, everything on it, and then that way y'all can see the whole finished product on one hand. So we'll just do that then. Work on one hand. Here we go. So how many Potter nerd friends do I have out there? I know some of the ladies in my group are not. Some are, some aren't. Some have seen the movies. Some have watched the books. Some have seen the movies. Some have read not many have read the books. I read all the books first, or was reading the books, and then they started coming out with the movies. And then, I think the books are just far surpassed the movies, but that's just I love to read, so there's just so much more in them. They can't get at everything in the movie, and then you're disappointed a little bit when you go see it. You can't help but be, but I guess that's just the way it is. And I'm sad because I can't even say this little guy on the other end now with my nails like this. I can't save the other side. So sad. It's the only downfall with my nails being in the shape is that I cannot save them. I have to use, like Color Street says, I've not been able to find a way. So he fits on there, cute. Thought about trying to put him out to the end, but on the end this way, but he actually does come out to the end, so that worked out pretty good. Cool. So we're not going to do just all gold, I promise you. Next one's be changed up. And this is totally different. I've not done this in a Harry Manning. Actually, this is a shade we just got. Let's see, when did this one come out? One of the releases this summer, we got this. It's called Crack of Dawn. It was either their anniversary release or the one of the Coast or Greek ones. I can't remember, but this is a pretty set by itself. So, so for my middle finger, I'm going to put this on, and this will have stuff added to it. Okay, so right now I'm just putting on this beautiful ombre called Crack of Dawn, and that's my finger right there. I need, yay! So I'm going to do that. And we'll be putting stuff on this here in just a minute. And yes, doing one hand is going to be a whole lot quicker. You all have to let me know if you like me doing it this way better, so I can, you know, get it done faster. Y'all can see the end result of one hand, and then I'll always put up a short at the end. You know, oh shoot, not at the end, but later this evening after it cures, and I can put some lotion on my hands. My goodness. My skin is so dry. After, there goes the lawnmower, sorry. Husband came home, all the rain we've got here in Tennessee. I mean, it's like, when it's not raining, you have to jump on the mower. It's like, it's not raining right now? Okay, I'll see you. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. I can't ever remember having a more rainy summer ever in my life, and I'm not a spring chicken, so like, I can't ever remember it being so rainy. I mean, we were just sitting here last night. It had been nice, like nice for a day, and then all of a sudden, like, our house just shook with thunder, and I'm like, well, where did that come from? You know, it was like almost midnight, and Chris pulled up the radar, and he's like, there's like one little red dot right over us. And I said, well, of course there are. Of course there is. I mean, you know, it's just like, I can hear him just coming right past the window there. So I apologize for that. You can hear him, and as I always say, oh, you may hear dogs. I'm glad I wasn't filming earlier. Ooh, that's so pretty. Because they got into a fight earlier. Thank goodness I wasn't filming then, because that was not fun. I had all three of them go down the hall, and the naughty one, we don't even have to know, it's like Voldemort, she who shall not be named, but her name's Clara, I will say her name, was in hot pursuit of her sister, who's 12. She should not be doing that to you. And this is New York Minute. I thought it was very, very, very pretty for, shoot. My brain just went, y'all. It just went. All right, Melissa. Good grief. I'm sitting here trying to think of the house names, and I've got all of them in my head except the one that Harry was in. Like, there's Ravenclaw and Slytherin and Hufflepuff and my lord. Was even sorted into this house. I feel like a fool. I know all the trivia. I can't even think of the house. Come on. Okay, I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, Gryffindor. Good grief. I don't know why I was sitting here thinking it was starting with an M. I had that in my head. Anyway, so they go down the hall, just barreling down the hall, and evidently the littlest one, who's 12, this is a little bit old, it's a little bit, as I say, I I don't know. What is it I say? I can't think of that either. It's a little bit stiff, or yeah, it's a little bit stiff. It doesn't want to, it's not pliable. It's a little older. You can see it's got the orange back on it. So it probably says on here, let's see. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's got an 8 on here. I don't know if that's actually, that would mean 2018 if it's the same as what's on the back of the box. So, not sure. I'm sure a stylist can chime in on that. So if that's true, that would mean that this strip was made in 2018. Since this was a Tuesday, so that's pretty. I never wear New York Minute, and I don't know why, because it's one of the prettiest sets. And look, it even looks good beside this purple. Even though it's not purple, it still is nice beside it. So I've got some tape over here, some gold nail tape to make our gold stripes. I'm gonna hold off on doing my thumb for just a minute. Well, I don't know why though, because I mean, I'm using my other hand. So okay, I'm gonna use gold because our dragon, I mean, he's not that. We're gonna make him a little fancier than what he really is. He's really not all this fancy, but we're gonna make him a dragon with this mermaid scale over here. Just gotta make sure you turn your mermaid scales the right way, or you'll just make him a gold mermaid. So go ahead and put this on our thumb. Only nobody would ever really know. They'd just look at it and say, oh, that's a cute little dragon on her thumb. Not really pay any attention. It's a little bit little. Let's see if I can stretch it, but I'll still have to trim a little bit. It seems like I always have to trim a little bit off this side. Unless I can just poke it down in there. Sometimes that works, but most of the time not. Most of the time there's just always a little bit that has to come off. Let's see. All right, get to the good part, the good fun decorating part, except I'm not crazy about nail tape, so we're gonna do that first, then we'll do the fun stuff. Then we'll do the fun stuff last. Water decals and I have a love-hate relationship too. I think they're adorable. I use them a lot, but sometimes I've drowned them, lost them. I had to get new ones out, but that one that looks like the little Whomping Willow, I just love it. I love the Whomping Willow anyway. Love it. So cute. It's like the cutest little, one of the cutest little like non-people characters that, you know, it's a mean little tree, you know. It's cute. Love it. So these are the little scales that you make your mermaids out of. And here's the one that fits my thumb. So if you want, or if you're making a mermaid, you want your scales to go, you know, like this, because that's how mermaids, you know, or, you know, their scales are like this. But a dragon scale is up and down. So when I take my nail fees, or my, you know, put photos of my nails. Now everything else I want, and that is upside down. Dang it, I forgot they go on that way. That means, okay, that means everything is gonna change from here on out. I forgot that the little owl was turned that way, and I don't think that I can make that any different. The only way that I could make it different would be to make him lay right here. That's what I was looking at earlier. I was like playing with it a little bit. Ooh, it mean I'd have to use my last little owl out of here. Oh my goodness, y'all, but I'm so used to having my nails like this and everything is laid out like this. Okay, I'm gonna try to use it because I do have a couple other sets of this. If I lose this last little owl, ooh, I think I might. How long is this? Let's see. Ooh, y'all, this is a little bit scary here. Let's see, how long do I need this thing to be? Measure it a little bit. Is it over half? Yep. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. If I mess it up, I mess it up. But I want it the way that I normally have it, and I hadn't even noticed it yet. I hadn't even noticed it until I was explaining that I always have my nails like this, and I gotta make sure I get it to where it's at least, I want him right on the end. At least I've got gold on either side now. I can make him where I want him. It doesn't have to be exactly, oh, my computer, I forgot to turn it off. Get off my finger, get off my finger. Okay. So you can turn your strips around. You can do it. A little bit more involved, but you can. So now we've got to trim this. So I don't know if I will be able to save any of this other little guy or not. It'll just depend. If so, I will stick him back on the backing and put him back in the pack. It's just going to depend how cleanly this comes off back here. Oh, I hate to lose this last little guy. Hope he comes off pretty clean, because I can always cut him off and use him somewhere in a mani. Okay, little dude. Let's see if I can find the backing that you came off of and find the right slick side. I always have trouble figuring out which side's the slick side. Oh my goodness, it's this side, I think. Please be the slick side. Yeah. Okay. Let's put you back on here, dude. Put him back on here and put him back in the package. And then I'll pull it out again and use it again, because it can be done. I've done it before. So there you go. One more owl for another Harry Potter mani. We'll stick him back in the package when I seal it back up, and there you go. And we got our owl turned around. So there is a little tip and trick. If you turn your owl the wrong direction, because it does make him go the other way. And I like my nails, as I was explaining, I like my nail this way, and then I was like, uh-oh, everything's laid out wrong now. Okay, now everything's right, all right? Okay, so I want, the only nail that I have facing how I want to see it is this one. That's because when I do my little shorts, I have my nail this direction, and then I turn my hand this way, and everything is facing so everybody can see it. So that's the reason I do that. So I want to make my dragon scales, not mermaid scales. So I want to face them, I want them to be facing, let me think, not that direction, because that's down. So I want them to be facing like this right here, like a dragon, and not a mermaid. So I want to put it on the opposite direction. So I'm gotta think in my brain, which is gonna probably hurt. The opposite, Melissa. And watch me put it on, because I have a problem. Anybody knows me knows I have, okay, let me think. I'm looking at it, and it's, looks like a mermaid. Turn it around. And now it looks like a dragon. It looks like a flashy dragon is what it looks like, but it does look like a dragon. So here we go. Give it that pull. That helps to not have as much side cleanup. If you get that little pull, it stretches the strip, and I hate cleaning up the side of my nails. So I will definitely give him, sometimes I'll do it a little bit too much and we'll break them, but I'll risk it. So there we have dragon scales and not mermaid scales. That's one little trick there. So we got the horntail dragon that Harry fought in the Goblet of Fire. If anybody that's in my Facebook group, you know what to do. I will share this link for this video in there. There's a little random fact for you there. So let's put these up so they don't dry out. I'll seal them all later. I'm going to take time to do that. Get them out of the way. Out of my way. Start getting to the fun now. Try to get everything put up, especially these gold ones. I do not want them to go bad and get dried out. They're just too valuable. Oh, I wish they'd come back out with this, but it was, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Stacy might have said that this was one of the ones that the stylist designed, which if they did, whoever designed it, yay you, yay you. You did an amazing job, and I wish that they would have just put one more owl strip in there. One less dream catcher, one more owl. I would have been very happy. I wish that, I would love for them to work with, since they've done the collegiate stuff, if they would work with Universal and start doing like some like Harry Potter or any, oh God, if they worked with Disney, can you imagine, guys, can you even imagine like how amazing that would be? Oh my gosh, that would be unbelievable. But I don't think that'll ever happen. I'm just saying it'd be great if it did, but I don't think it will, but it would be amazing. I don't want to put real big wide stripes on here. I think I'm going to go for the minimalist look this time on here. I don't have a real big nail anyway, so let me get my little nippers here. This nail tape is amazing. It has a clear strip on either side of this little gold strip, and you can work with it with your fingers. I'm going to apply it on an angle. You can just let it touch your skin, it doesn't matter, and you know, get your angle how you want it, or you can apply it straight across. A lot of folks apply it straight across, and that's just fine. I know I've got the right length, so I'm gonna snip it, and then I'll adjust it, and then I'll go from there. I may do it straight across. If y'all hear my stomach growling, I'm sorry. I need to eat something. Need to eat something. Let's see how I want this. I might do it straight across. You know, I've always done them on an angle. I've seen some that are straight and they look cute. Let's do it this way this year. This season, this first Harry Manny. Let's do it, because they're a scarf. They're supposed to look like the scarf. So let's just, they're never straight. So let's do them this straight this time. I'm gonna tentatively lay that one there. I'm not gonna put a ton of them either. I'm gonna space them out a little bit more. Try to get them as even as I can. I'll go back and lay them down here for good in just a second. Wow, I really got a bigger piece off there than I meant to. Let's see. Let's all hold our breath and cross our fingers that the little water decals cooperate. So I am liking my nails in this shape. I was not sure if I was going to or not, but the only downfall is design space is a downer, but, and I'm almost afraid to say it because as soon as I say it, something bad's gonna happen, is they seem stronger, and they seem like, well, I can say that I've not had them crack or split on the side, because you know there's really not a side to them anymore. You know, you kind of file that away, and so it seems like they've been good. Like so far so good. So I'm just gonna hang with this style for a while and see how, and now watch it happen tonight. Something will happen. You wait and see. So I gotta go back in here and nip this with my left hand here. Good, yeah, good job, Mel. Let's see how this goes. My stomach is just like rumbling. If you hear it, send some food up my way. Not too picky. Not too picky. Let's see. All right. Kind of like those straight lines. That's a new one. That's a new one. Doesn't really look like the scarf, but it is Gryffindor colors, so that's what we're going after. That one's pretty close right there. All the gummed up stuff on my nippers, it's still on there, I see it. I think my glasses are dirty. Either that or my vision has changed already. Went back the last time I went back to get my glasses and my contacts. I get both when I get my stuff, when I get my vision checked. They could only do my contacts to a certain degree. They couldn't give me contacts to the strength that I needed them. How sad is that? Like, are you kidding me? We're like, nope. All right. Okay, so here we go, y'all. We've got our dragon. We've got, all right. Now, we are going to put on our pinky, we are going to put our little Harry Potter, our little HP emblem right here, because I mean, it is Harry after all. We're going to start our pinky, and we're going to put our little Harry Potter there. So let's get that, and I have a little cup of water, which I'm going to keep as far back as I can, and put it right here. Swish them around. I usually have a paper towel in here. Of course I don't this time. So there you go. That's how prepared I am. That is not unusual. Let's see. And yeah, I mean, yeah, see, everybody's so particular, and I'm like, oh, just let me see if I can rub it off my finger. No, not yet. No. Some of them come right off, and then others are like, no, I'm gonna hold on there for a few more seconds. Melissa, you just keep swabbing me around there in that water. I had some new ones that I'm like torn about. They are like, you don't have to do this number with them here. You can just turn them over and stick them onto your finger, and then you just wet the back and the cardboard peels off. Temporary tattoos, think that, just like that. They're sticky. And one part of me loves them, and then the other part of me is like, but you can't see exactly where you're putting this. Like right now, I can like put this on my finger and then just move it around, because you know I can see where I'm hopefully getting it on my finger, but it's gonna be like, okay, Melissa, see, it's on here but it's not straight, so I'm gonna be moving it around a little bit till I get it where I want it. And anything like this, guys, that you're putting on, you have to put top coat on there, or it will be gone as soon as the wind blows, or it dries really good and then it's gonna be gone. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah, it's Harry Potter season. Why not just top coat it now so I don't forget? I like to use OPI plumbing top coat. My favorite, and it does get stringy. This one's done the best so far as getting kind of stringy on me. It's done the best thus far as not getting that way. So it's starting to, but not as bad as it has been in the past. So there you go. Okay, now we are gonna do this finger. And this one, I think, is going to be really cute. I'll have to get a new bag for these, but I'm going to tuck them in here for a second. Just keep them out of the air. And has a little Whomping Willow, and I stole these out of a pedicure set, and I had to cut them out of one particular strip. I was like, I want the two tiny ones because they got to go right here. The Whomping Willow, you know, was either a sunset or something like that. It would usually show it. And I'm like, this tree looks like the Whomping Willow. When I got them, I was like, that reminds me of the Whomping Willow. So that's where I'm going to put it. And I'm going to put the birds in the air. I started to put that in the trash, y'all. I almost put that in my little trash bin. That needs to go there. I was trying to think of what color would look good. And I was like, oh, crack of dawn would look nice. It's like a sunset or a sunrise. So that's what it reminded me of. So let's see if this one's going to come off there any quicker. No, it's going to be just like the other one was, a little bit longer. Dry my shirt off a little bit. My fingers, rather, not my shirt. Here we go. I know y'all probably gonna like, she's so unorganized. You're right, I am. I always am flying by the seat of my britches. Okay, I want the tree on here. So I'm gonna put him there. I want it to be seen. I want him down here at the very bottom. Just gonna tap him down a little bit, make sure he's, you know, all of where I cut around him is, you know, I want to get him down here as low as possible. Because I gotta still put the birds above him. I want him straight though. As straight as possible. And as close to center as possible. Yeah. He does look like the Whomping Willow. So we can take the birds and we'll get them off of there, and then we'll decide where we want to put them above him. I keep saying him like he has, but the Whomping Willow does have personality, y'all. He has a bad one, but he does have personality. But he does save the kids there a couple times. All right. So if I don't think you can see what I'm doing, but I've got this little thing over here with the tweezers and some water, just swirling it around, just trying to get that little thing to turn loose. So that's all. Nothing really fun going on over here. All right, let's see. Maybe this one will come off the first time. Come on, little birds, come off there. You know what I just realized? This is not a this is not a OMG, Melissa. You knew that. You just said that a minute ago. This is not a water decal. This is a color street strip. And you're going to have to get your butt in there and get another one out and cut it up. I know it, because this is not going to work. It will not. Oh my goodness. Y'all. Why didn't somebody stop me? Did somebody yell and be like, Melissa, hey. You said that you cut that out of a strip. We heard you say you cut that out of a strip. You stole it out of a color street strip. What are you dunking that in water for? That's what somebody should have said. It was this strip that I stole it out of, right here. And that's what I'm getting ready to do again. And please, somebody, don't let me dunk it in water. That's all I need. I need somebody to have in my ear. I need like a little, you know, ear set or something for somebody to be, when I'm filming, to be like, hey, you, quit doing that. Don't do that. Don't dunk the color street strips in water. It's not good for them. They don't work. Me wondering if it's why it's not coming off there. Good Lord. Holy cow. I'll have to keep those palm trees because I'll use those later. I can't believe that. Holy cow. Me just thinking, why didn't I come out there? Well, I'll tell you why. I got a pretty good reason why it's not coming off there. That's why, right there. Because it's not a... Oh, I have to really think about where we want these things. Where do we want them, guys? Want them up to the side? I think I want them flying sideways. I think I want them flying sideways. Just which side do we want them on? Let's see. Closest to the owl, maybe. He's got space closer to him, I think. He's got a little negative space going on there over closer to him. So let's put him up there. I could have cut them, but yeah, they look good there. So let me top coat him. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Cannot believe I did that. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm surprised that I did that. But you know, it never ceases to amaze me that I do that. Silly stuff like that. Like I'm surprised, you know, like really. definitely need to top coat all of these. So gonna do that real quick because these things will be, these will drive you crazy in a heartbeat if you don't. All of the, might as well just do the other two while I'm at it because I've already done the other ones. So all the other ones and the thumb and we'll be done. And I hope it's not been too long. That little faux pas there on the glitch on the strip. Yikes. Sorry. One time I made a golden snitch. I'll have to do that. I did it. I made it out of two feather gems, and so there's a dragon. Scales going up and down. Our Gryffindor, our Whomping Willow with the birds flying away, even though it's not our little owl, Hedwig. We've got our owl, and we've got Harry Potter. So there you go. There's one hand done, and we've even got a little feather on there. So but there you go, guys, and thanks for hanging out with me, and check out, there will be a short up with this. So thanks again. Thanks for hanging out with me for all the mistakes, because you know they're there. Come back again, like and subscribe if you'd like to hang out with me.